Sounded good?
Yeah, hello everyone and welcome to Red Impostor Among Us with Jamsus, Dalton Bell, and Ventchini the Amazing.
That's me. That's what they've always called me. I've
Yep.
always been Jamsus, and it's
Yep.
never been anything else. And anybody who says otherwise is lying.
The Imp Doctor? Imp Doctor, I don't know how to combine the word Doctor and Imposter.
Why would you do that? I don't get it.
It's a very interesting question. So today, our task is to look at the Pokemon Amoonguss, Lokix, and Armarouge. I don't remember why Lokix is in this particular combination, but Amoonguss and Armarouge are pretty, stellar Trick Room mons. You can tell that James and I were some of the earlier combinations we picked, because some of the Pokemon on the teams are kind of random.
Well, Lokix was the first one we picked for this. Actually, I was like, oh yeah, bug dark type.
Okay,
that sounds cool. Let's
cool
use that
Pokemon.
one. And
it's
then
cool
you
guy.
were like, what other ones could we do with it? And I was like, I don't know. You pick them.
Sure.
And then like a week later, you were like, how about Armarouge and Amoonguss? I was like, yeah,
I mean, they make sense together, you know.
Yeah.
If you look at Amoonguss, Armarouge is apparently not one of its common partners at all, actually. Was that working? Yeah, okay, apparently not. And if we look at Armarouge, Amoonguss isn't one of its common partners. I know this information is relatively out of date, but that's, I don't know, a bit weird. Armarouge is a very good Trick Room guy, and then Amoonguss is a good Trick Room abuser. But I really wanted to do is see if anyone has used Lokix ever. 0.5% under these older things, which means it's probably gone down since then. But number one partner for Lokix is Armarouge.
Oh, so we're genius.
Alright. So, first, the focal point of today, Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Kicks. Lokix themselves. This Pokemon has mid stats that are spread in a very effective way.
Yeah, it's got some fun stuff. The most interesting thing, in my opinion, though, is its ability. Tinted Lens has been given almost exclusively to terrible bug types.
Yep.
For 8 generations. And also Noctowl.
I was like, Yanmega? Yanmega was kind of good. Venomoth had a point where it was really solid. What else is Tinted Lens? I think Vivillon has it, but it's not as good as Compound Eyes.
Yeah, because that's not really what you want to be doing with a Vivillon.
Well, I mean, either way, if you're clicking Hurricane, would you prefer to do slightly more damage to a Steel type, or actually hit the Steel type?
Exactly. But Lokix is like
I think the main...
a non almost any ability Pokemon that actually wants to run Tinted Lens.
Absolutely.
Which is pretty cool.
One of the main things about it is that it actually has a competent attack stat, and it has stab priority in both sides. And U-turn. Also it gets random fighting coverage.
Yeah, it does get because it's like a kick. It's kick Pokemon, right?
Yeah, but it only gets some of the kick moves. Like, it doesn't get Blaze Kick. If I'd made the Pokemon, it would definitely have Blaze Kick.
Well, if I'd made the Pokemon, it would be like a bulky defensive Bug Dark type with Intimidate. But
why?
Nobody asked me. Just because I think that would be a cool Pokemon to have.
Does that really fit with the design of this specific Pokemon? You know, the Super Sentai
I would also
Common Rider.
I would also throw away the design.
Okay. I mean, if I was just thinking about, I wanted to make a Bug Dark Pokemon, there's a bunch of kicks, I would just give it all the kicking moves, because it's supposed to kick stuff, but it doesn't even have high jump kick.
It does, however, have Axe Kick, which is...
They made it this gen to be bad.
To it? Or
no.
Do other Pokemon get it also?
It is definitely not exclusive to it, because I know my Medicham also has it in-game. Which, you know, being the fact that I got it in-game, it's telepathy. Why is it? Okay. Axe Kick is on 2 Pokemon, Medicham and Lokix. And also, apparently, it's suspected to be on Lilligant Hissway, the grass fighting one.
Oh, wait, Medicham, apparently.
I said Medicham. I said I leveled up in-game and had it.
Oh, you said Medicham and I heard Hitmonlee.
Oh, no, Hitmonlee's not in the game.
Yeah, okay. So, that one's on me, then. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said it 4 times, and I was like, yeah, Hitmonlee, the kicking Pokemon. Of course,
yeah.
Hitmonlee.
I mean, Medicham is also the kicking Pokemon. The difference is that Hitmonlee got close combat in like Gen 5 or 6, and Medicham got close combat in Gen 9. Apparently Axe-Kick has a 30% chance of confusing the target, which means it would be boosted by sheer force. Also, it is 120 base power. It's probably like technically usable. I wouldn't use it, but it's probably technically usable.
It's probably just like better than high jump kick for Medicham.
It's
but
10
this is a
less
Lokix
damage,
video.
so is a 30% accuracy. Sorry, is a 30% confusion better than Okoing Mons? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
I've only run Brick Break on it.
But yeah, this is a Lokix video.
It's got good physical defense, which is nice because it resists a few key physical attackers. Like it takes Earthquake, okay. It doesn't take Rock Slide. It can live a Rock Slide from non-stab. I think non-life form Garchomp it lives. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost and Poisons.
I don't know, Poison. It's neutral poison.
I know the type chart. Don't even worry about it. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, it's got like some interesting stuff, right? It's got like enough high
Terra Blast rocks.
Straight up high base power moves that make it usable. It can do some cool Terra stuff.
Good priority, and Tinted Lens is good synergy. Tinted Lens is also decent synergy with Terra as a mechanic.
Yeah, sure is, isn't it? That didn't even cross my mind, but of course it is. It gets... You're just going to hit neutral with whatever you Terra into no matter what.
Because like the best Terra users, at the very least in draft, this is less true in ladder, but it is still true in ladder. The best Terra users are Pokemon who pre-Terra resist the moves that they're weak to after they Terra. So like being able to still do decent damage is okay.
Yeah.
It's not like amazing, but Lokix is okay. Also, Bug and Rock are actually really synergistic typings, so it's cool to be able to turn into a Rock type. Gives you that flying resist. Beyond that,
all right, let's
fairies.
talk about this.
Okay.
Let's talk about this weird little guy here.
Dun 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 boom boom dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Ask me how many times I've played Among Us.
Ask me how many times I've played Among Us.
Oh, okay. How many times have you played Among Us?
0.
Hey, me too.
I've watched like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours worth of Among Us videos on the internet in the course of the however long since Among Us No, so like I watched an Among Us video when Among Us first came out, which was several years before it became popular for some reason.
Yep.
Because I like the town of Salem. Obviously, there's like Secret Hitler and Werewolf, and I think there's another one. But
well, there's a million of those games. Yeah.
Yeah, like the IRL ones, and then Town of Salem was like a big online one that I thought was really solid for a while. But yeah, like then I looked at Among Us. It didn't seem particularly like interesting.
Yeah, not really my kind of game either. But
I mean, like I like hitting all games, but yeah.
Amoonguss is my kind of Pokemon.
Yep. You like the running Rocky helmet in VGC.
I love Amoonguss.
It's got Fexball.
If it was up to me, it would just be Incineroar, Amoonguss, mirror matches forever. I realize that is the opposite of what basically everyone else thinks, but
do people dislike Amoonguss?
I like those defensive,
I always thought it was a
switchy Pokemon that do annoying stuff.
I liked the fact that Zoomoongus was really solid in a bunch of different metas. So you click Tailwind and then Spore relatively fast off with it. That said, in the current meta, stuff is way too fast for that. Like, the speed in this current meta, especially once the Paradox and Ruins come, but even in the current meta, it's just kind of ludicrous.
Yeah, what are you getting to with your Amoonguss? You're getting to 100.
So you outspeed. I think it was you can outspeed Latias.
82, so 164.
I think you can outspeed Latias, but it might be only base 100s. I think it was base 110 though.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's just base 100s. But like,
Hey.
stealing a March by 1 point up on. I can't remember what Pokemon base 100 speed. Charizard? I don't know. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, Charizard's 100.
Yeah, Charizard's 100. I couldn't think of anything else that was 100.
Salamence is 100.
Salamence is 100.
Salamence is 100.
Mega Salamence was not 100, and it was in the format. Often, like, it was one of the big mons when Tailwind didn't affect the individual turn, and you run it on Tail Rune teams alongside like a fast Snorlax, because both of them can function very well in and out of Tailwind Trick Room. So that's really strong. Rage Powder is one of its main selling points. It makes other Pokemon hit it instead, but it doesn't apply to grass types, or Pokemon with safety goggles, or Pokemon with overcoat. And I'm not 100% sure, but it might not work on Gholdengo.
You know, also don't know.
Spore doesn't. I don't think. I think it might. I like how with Myceli and Might they made it so Rage Powder works on Barrascuda again. So like the only thing Barrascuda did, it no longer doesn't do, and also it's weaker than Floatzel. Like, this was not the gen for Barrascuda. But yeah, this Pokemon has a lot of really useful moves. Clear Smog has been pretty good, and stemming off Tats Dozo. You know, Spore has obviously been generally really solid. There are a lot of Pokemon that have set up that can abuse Rage Powder. Not only obviously the upcoming Armarouge, but my brain is just completely melting about forgetting every Pokemon in the game. Garchomp, I guess.
Yeah,
Rotom Wash was a big one.
With Swords Dance, Rotom Wash, Nasty
Garganachi.
Yeah, there's plenty of Pokemon that want to click
Apparently it's good on Rain. Oh, Gyarados. Gyarados is a big one. And Azumarill, yeah.
Oh, I should have brought
If it's a
Rain.
water type, it kind of works well with Amoonguss.
Lokix loves the rain, Amoonguss loves the rain, I could bring a water type, Armarouge could Terra into a water type.
That's true, I
should
did say Lokix was on Rain, didn't I? I gotta do a Rain video at some point. My plans are like really... I'm getting to the point where I'm running out of good Pokemon.
Yeah, just start over, do them all again.
Or I'm gonna have to bring Palafin back, because it was in a video with Flutter Mane and Roaring Moon.
There you go.
That's about it though. Okay, so yeah, Amoonguss, it's a good guy. It's got very solid bulk because of its decent HP stat, and it's very good defensive typing. It's got more attack than Talonflame. I think it has more special attack than Nidoking, or it's the same. So a bunch of Pokemon you thought were good, Amoonguss does it. Oh, Pollen Puff is the main move that it uses as well. Because it threatens basically everything for no reason, and it heals your partner Pokemon. The amount of damage Amoonguss does, like from what I've been watching in tournaments, has been incredibly impressive.
Yeah, annoying.
So yeah, alright, on to the captain. Oh captain, my captain. The 7th most used mon at the time of this older Pikalytics thing. I don't know why it hasn't been updated. I don't understand it. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I forgot that I made that the joke.
C'est toi.
Did you get it because Armarouge?
Because it's French?
No, isn't that song from Moulin Rouge?
Oh, it might be. I don't think I ever saw Moulin Rouge.
I didn't either, but I just associate that with the song with Moulin Rouge. I could just be wrong.
I think it
could just be because
reasonable. Yeah, that's a reasonable mental association to make, I think.
No, it is like Moulin Rouge was a musical, so it would surprise me.
Yeah, totally. No, I'm with you 100%. Totally makes sense.
It's a Baz Luhrmann movie, so it's probably not particularly good. I know that's like.
No, I think people liked it.
Yeah, but I dislike a bunch of the other ones that people like by Baz Luhrmann, so.
Well,
I don't like Baz Luhrmann very much.
Maybe
I know
it's
he's
terrible.
Australian, right? And that's like terrible of me to say, but I mean, Australia was so bad. The Great Gatsby was awful.
I think there's enough Australians that have made it in the wider world that you don't have to automatically like people just because they're Australian.
What other Australian directors can you think of?
Oh, Probably none, but that.
Okay.
Oh, George Miller, isn't George Miller
George Miller?
Australian?
I don't know off the top of my head who George Miller is.
Did all the Mad Max movies.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I think he's Australian.
Oh, apparently there's two new upcoming Mad Max movies. Yeah, no, he's definitely Australian.
Yeah, totally.
Mel
you're
Gibson
allowed
isn't,
to
though.
get that one. Anyway, Armarouge. Armarouge is good.
Yeah.
Man.
125 special attack is kind of good. Immunity to fire is kind of good.
Oh yeah, totally. Because
Expanding force.
especially when it's a Pokemon that wants to be terraing into
Yeah, it lets it Terra into grass, bug, and steel.
grass type and steel type. So having that flash fire immunity is like super choice. Love it.
It wants to Terra into bug a lot less than Cerulege.
Oh, Terra Bug. That's interesting. So the only expanding force mod. Why didn't we do Armarouge with Indeedee?
Someone else took Indeedee first? I don't know.
Regardless.
It does. Yeah. You can just put Indeedee on the floor. I don't know what. No, I think the reason is because we started with Lokix, who was like a priority guy.
True. That's true. But yeah,
Did I
Armarouge
already
is all
do an
kinds of
Indeedee
stuff, right?
video?
Flash Cannon, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse. The only expanding force mon.
One of the big things it has Armor Cannon is 120 base power special fire type move, which is really good. Trick Room's really good. Wide Guard is a move that it's super effective. It's very very strong. Yeah, Energy Ball, like Terra's and Energy Balls, and then there've also been weakness policy, weak armor sets with stored power. Generally made by it terraing into grass and being side U-turned.
I was looking at weak armor for a bit, but I was like, nah, Flash Fire's too good.
Flash Fire is really good when you know that your opponent is bringing Armarouge.
Yeah, also that. But yeah, it does great stuff. It hits hard. It's got high tech stats. It's got
apparently
great
had no
moves.
bios on the NDDF plan.
I don't know. Maybe you run a Destiny bond set and really mess somebody up.
There's definitely a lot of options that Armarouge can reliably pull off, and the defensive profile of Fire Psychic is pretty good, mostly because Fire is a good type and because Psychic is an okay type that's got some relevant defensive matchups in this meta. But it's one of the mons that I think can best utilize Terra. Contrast to Amoonguss, who doesn't really like Terra that much, doesn't really care. Doesn't appreciate other Pokemon turning into grass types. Alright, is it time for the game?
Yeah, totally.
You're gonna be like, oh, well, I haven't built yet.
Let's fire them up.
I was trying to click the challenge button, but then your message moved it.
Oh, and ruined you? Oh, Dugtrio.
Yes, I have no idea why Dugtrio is on this team. It gets Swords Dance now. I don't have it on my set, but I know that it gets it. You seem to have like a really good Pokemon on your team.
Oh, Stantler?
Yeah, I was thinking Hariyama, but
Well, I was also thinking Hariyama.
Stantler's very good. It's just that we already had a good Trick Room set. I don't.
Yeah, well, now you don't know what to expect.
I really don't know what to expect. Well, apparently I brought prep for something, so I don't know why I have Palafin on this team.
You don't what?
I only understand the Hatterene.
Oh, on your own team?
Yeah. Like I knew Amoonguss was coming, so I don't know why I have Palafin.
Maybe, I mean, Palafin, Lokix, and Armarouge are all on your draft team. Maybe you're just like, let's get a little week
I think
two
I built this before we
prep
started drafting, but that's true.
versus James. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really planning on bringing Palafin against you, but I can do that if you want.
That's great news. That means I don't have to prep for Palafin.
You haven't prepped yet?
Well, I've got some Pokemon.
I already got my ass beat 5-0 by
days.
well, I should probably check that I'm recording. I am. Okay, good.
Oh man, if we weren't.
Well, I got through the entire video with with Goose last time without realizing we hadn't started recording. Yeah, no, I got beaten 5 games in a row by Jordan in a mock. You are clicking in the game 1 room, right?
Game 1, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just wondering what I should do here.
If it's any consolation, I don't seem to have any idea what I'm doing here.
That's fine. Yeah, why not? That was probably the wrong fourth Pokemon to bring, but oh well. Alrighty, so we got the Mega Man twins and the Dolphin superhero.
Just remember, if we both click Trick Room doesn't go up.
What makes you think I have Trick Room on the Armarouge?
The fact you let it next to Amoonguss.
Yeah, but I brought Stantler.
I brought Hatterene. I brought Hariyama as well.
I did bring Hariyama.
You know what I should have brought in this lead? I should have led Dugtrio. I'm just very scared of the fact that Lokix is on our mutual teams, and most likely O goes it. With Sucker, I mean, not first impression. It's funny to me that you put timer on in your last week game, and
And have not here? Or just that I did?
You're making me want to put timer on.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't actually want to put timer on. I dislike timer. Oh.
So,
Okay.
my thoughts on timer is... I have noticed a trend in Draft League videos and Draft League matches taking longer and longer and longer and longer over the last 2 seasons or so, and I want to be the change I want to see in the world and stop that. So I'm playing with timer this season.
Okay. Are you being the change you want to see in the world right now?
No, I am taking too long.
I don't really care how long you take. I personally, I don't like timer because of the psychological aspect of it. I feel bad whenever I win when timer is on. Aquajet, eh?
Wave crash, eh?
I mean, I did click the stab move. That's true.
This is terrible news. This isn't how this was supposed to go at all.
How was it supposed to go?
I was supposed to win?
Oh. This is a bit greedy.
Yeah, well, I'm a greedy man.
I don't know, the craziest thing to me... Oh.
Oh, right. We talked about Flash Fire a whole lot, and how it's great with when you know an Armarouge is coming. What am I doing?
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you either. This might be a make some decisions for game 2 kind of situation at this point.
Okay. That does a lot of damage when I don't resist. By the way,
Magic Bounce.
that was exactly why I brought Hatterene.
Well, as long we figured it out eventually. Yeah, when your stats are low, it does a lot of damage, doesn't it?
It's true, though. I don't know if it was as much about the stats as it was about...
Armarouge is very large.
Not resisting it, right?
And no longer resisting it? Yeah, you know.
I'm pretty sure that Armor Cannon and Expanding Force are the same functional base power into Amoonguss because of Flash Fire.
Let's see.
It's just lower damage.
I was just about to say, oh, that was pretty good damage.
I don't understand my prep at all.
Yeah, I don't understand mine either.
Thank you for revealing Protect. That is valuable information.
Yeah, glad I could help.
You do still have Terra, by the way.
No, I terrored the Amoonguss into water type.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That's why it could spoil you.
Yep.
Okay,
right,
so
well
4-0.
Yep. I see what happened there. I forgot what all of the
I don't see what
Pokemon
happened
did.
there, so I'm impressed that you do.
Let's go with a different plan.
I'm gonna make the most confusing play you've ever seen. Or at the very least that I've ever seen. I don't know why I did it. Charisma.
Lokix, Dugtrio. I also brought Lokix.
Alright. I assume a fake out's going out into a dog while both of us sword stance.
Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, let's do that. Almost.
So, I think we have figured out why Axe Kick is not a very good move.
Yeah, but it's such high base power.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't expect you to fake out the duck.
Kill that. No flinches. No flinches.
Well, I suppose we'll see what you went for the KO into.
One time. No flinches.
Oh no!
Ah.
I was hoping you would get to do the thing, whatever the thing is. I don't know what the thing was. To be honest, I don't understand my prep at all. It's not making a whole lot of sense to me right now.
Well, I like the Pokemon I brought for the most part, but some of it is just weird.
Terra Dark is an interesting play. Does a lot of damage.
All my Pokemon are dying.
Well, you have one left. Well, two left, I suppose.
but
technically two.
I'm about to get double 4-0'd here.
Well, you should have just brought a good team instead of the random crap you did bring.
Instead of Stantler?
No, I thought Stantler was like the only good one you brought. Well, we played the game 3 regardless, right?
Yeah, totally, of course.
It's pretty unlikely I get to 4-0.
My Hariyama. Well.
Never mind, I may well get to 4-0.
If you keep switching.
I'm definitely gonna keep switching.
Bug Terra, good to know. We livin'.
It's true. The bug terror was probably unnecessary. Okay. So.
All right, well done.
Let's see if
well done.
This one for all the marbles, eh?
Yeah, of course.
So my first thought is that I actually don't think Axe Kick makes any sense whatsoever when you know that I'm bringing Lokix, Armarouge, and Amoonguss, all of which are hit stronger by U-turn. Actually, is that true? That might be a lie. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. It's all one stage more effective, right?
Yeah, it's probably true.
Alright. I'm making an unorthodox adaptation. It did not work out.
Did I see a protect on Armarouge in game 1? Nope. Armor Cannon, expanding force triggering.
The energy ball lost.
Oh, that'd be real big brain play.
Yep.
I think there's probably no reason for me to do that. I can probably just do that.
Dude, I'm so worried right now. I have a lot of plays, and all of them make some degree of sense, but they all come with risk, and I don't like risks.
Well, if the results of games 1 and 2 are anything to indicate, I think you might do okay. We'll see though. Dang, that's big damage.
Oh, okay. I didn't expect you to not double the Armarouge when you know I was Terra Grass. Alright, it's very possible I'm making choke plays, but I'm making them, so. Okay. I have no idea. Are you just really keen on that para?
No, I just didn't have a move I wanted to click more that turn than Body Slam.
Okay.
Boy, that Grass Terror is really messing me up. I brought Grass Terror too, didn't I?
Yep.
Did I show you a... Yeah, I thought yeah.
I think you did. I don't actually know.
Well, I didn't show it in either game, but...
A helping hand, eh?
I did bring Grass Terror, yes. Go to sleep. That's annoying. Kill it. Nope, not quite. That's also annoying. Oh, come on.
That's pretty close. I mean, you got my Palafin down to 44, you know. I think my Doug was only on 1 last game, right?
Your what was 1?
Dugtrio.
Oh, yeah, it was. Alright, wake up.
Joe Biden?
Well, him too, but I was thinking the Stantler.
Oh. I don't know, I always like that Joe Biden wake up meme. It's pretty funny. I think I was just like a random Turkish nationalist or something. My Palafin in the back like, it's a surprise tool that will help us later. Okay, you didn't even fake that.
Oh. Well, I thought rightly that you were going to switch, and thought, he might not spore the Hariyama, right? And then...
I mean, you knew that I was eject button on Amoonguss from the previous game. If you
that's true. I
had
did
paid
know
attention.
eject button.
I
I noticed it at the time, but no longer remembered it. Hey, we live.
Oh no, I clicked the wrong target.
Womp womp. Well, nobody's perfect.
Alright, well...
Ugh,
I don't like
sleep
this.
for 100 turns.
Yeah, I know. I prefer it if you'd just woken up so that I had a more, I knew more about what I was getting into.
Hey, does your Hatterene also have Trick Room? If it does, you have to tell me.
I don't think I have to tell you anything, son.
Really, I could have sworn I saw that on a cop show. That if your Hatterene has Trick Room, you have to tell me.
No, that's if I'm recording, and also in, like, only a third of states in the US.
Yeah.
I'm not in the US, so I don't have to tell you whether or not I'm recording. For Goose, for example, Goose was under the false illusion I was recording for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I heard you had to double, double record a whole video. What is even going on here?
Well, we rebuilt in between.
Absolutely crushed.
I don't know if the Hariyama move is also towards the Rage Powder Mon or not. It is? Okay.
Well, it was, yes. But...
No, I mean, like, forced to be.
Right. Alright, so I did not get 12-0'd.
That's true. It was disturbingly close, though.
Quiet, you.
Do you have no priority moves on Lokix? Is that the deal?
I do have no priority moves on Lokix. Yes, it's banded. And
Okay.
both priority
I
moves
still
are
think
unreliable.
Sucker would be good on banded.
I have,
Okay, wait, the Lokix was banded and it was only doing... Like, how much did that do to baby Palafin? 63? Oh no. I just assumed that was unboosted.
Yeah, maybe Lokix is a bad Pokemon.
So, you may have noticed something about my Hatterene that you didn't, like, fully realize.
Probably. What should I have noticed but didn't?
It's a Salt Vest.
Oh, it's a Salt Vest? Oh, nope, didn't notice.
Yeah.
Oh, good, we got a paralysis. Oh, and a healthy
Yep.
Palafin. I'll tell you what, this Stantler sure is just never dying, huh?
Yeah, I know.
It's almost
Like, I mean, I'm
just ignore it and focus on the other
Probably
Pokemon.
because it's Body Slam for some reason. Doesn't it get, like, a fixed damage move? Like, maybe Nightshade? Or something that alternatively has even, like, a chance of dropping someone's defensive stats?
I don't know if it does or not. It gets...
I mean, Calm Mind is the main selling point of the Mon, in my opinion. It's just being like Calm Mind Hyper Voice, because even against this team I brought Calm Mind Hyper Voice is scary, especially because it does have Sap Sipper, though you didn't bring Sap Sipper, even though you knew Amoonguss was coming.
Yeah, but also I knew Lokix was coming, although it turns out Lokix was not great.
I mean, my Lokix was really good, wasn't it?
Your Lokix was fine.
It did, like, nothing to Stantler.
Yeah, you
But
brought
it lived an earthquake from... Oh, I just noticed the Doug earthquake into Stantler was a crit, and it did 43.
Well, it was at -1.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, crit, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, that explains why the relative damage to Stantler. Yeah.
Stantler, super bulky. It's Eviolite, of course.
Yeah, I think Calm Mind is the better. So, were you... I wasn't sure whether you were safety goggles on Lokix or Quaquaquaval. I was safety goggles on my Lokix. Were you safety goggles on Quaquaquaval?
I was.
Okay. I was very much unsure, but that's why I never, like, attempted to do anything but pull and puff it with Amoonguss. But I did the same thing with Lokix, but then Lokix obviously wasn't. I didn't calc it either. I obviously you didn't calc the Assault Vest. Also, I had Brutal Swing to activate a weakness policy on Armarouge. On my Hatterene. There are 3 evolution lines with Brutal Swing. And Hatterene's one of them. One of the other ones is Sandaconda. There might actually be more than 3. I think it's only 3 though.
What did I have that was
Oh yeah,
fun and
Tinkaton.
interesting?
Tinkaton's the other one. Sandaconda, Hatterene, and Tinkaton are the only Pokemon with Brutal Swing, as well as their baby forms. They're not Hatterene, just Hatterene. Also, Hatterene and Hatterene finally got Trick Room, so they're good now. Note for anyone who wants to get, like, a lower tier Trick Room setter, Hatterene has Trick Room now. It's really okay. It's still Mono Psychic, which has upsides associated with its downsides, but it still has Magic Bounce, and its bulk is honestly pretty good with Eviolite. 57, 65, 73 is not bad at all. So you can generally set Trick Room with it, which is pretty good. Beyond that, I think Lokix is alright.
Yeah, Lokix is okay.
I mean, I was pressured into playing around it really hard. Why did you axe kick me, by the way? Game 1.
Why did I?
Yes. It's a
What
neutral
was the
move.
lead?
And bug move is super effective. Also, were you adamant, or was it speed
that
time?
was
I
game
right
2.
not to risk. Either way,
no,
the
it
axe
was,
kick was
it was
great.
max speed, I believe. Yeah, max speed. It was game 2 X kick, right?
Yeah, what was the thought process behind axe kick over bug move?
My choice band would probably get it there, and it's a higher base power move.
But I have a bunch of resists. I had no bug resist.
Yeah, but it's tinted lens. I don't care if you resist.
But stab. Also, U-turn lets you turn. I actually have no idea whether Lokix would die to opposing banded Lokix.
No, tinted
Axe
lens
kick.
works with everything. If it's
No, I know. I just like higher numbers, though. But have you considered that one of the numbers it has an additional multiplier, and more multiplier, more good? An axe kick would not have KO'd.
Oh, really? Wouldn't have KO'd anyway?
Nah. My first impression with no item boost would have...
Well, guess I should have U-turned then.
I was worried you were going to first impression. Yeah, I didn't want you to win the speed tie. I actually expected you to first impression the Doug and fake out the Lokix, though. I think it probably
Well, at
made
least I'm not predictable.
the most sense to double. I'm pretty sure you lived the Doug rock slide pretty reliably.
If I'm not at 50% health?
Yeah. You actually had, apparently you had a chance. Anyways. Though I don't know how well that translates. I don't know why I'm calculating level 100. I have a level 50 calc. I don't have the muscle memory for typing it in. Yeah, rock slide. Yeah, it does, apparently it was a roll. I thought Dugtrio did okay, and I am very proud of it for having not completely failed me.
I thought Dugtrio was good too. The arena trap was a real pain.
Yeah. I mean, arena trap was definitely a strong selling point for having it. Beyond that, thank you guys for watching. It's been a fun episode. I think there are a lot of interesting Pokemon that have a lot of potential in the upcoming format. I'm not sure if Quaquaquaval is one of them, but you know, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah,
have further elaboration.
me.
I keep forgetting to put the call to action in like the start or middle of the video. Leave a comment down below about what other Pokemon you would like me to cover, or if there are any Pokemon that you would like me to go back to, and leave a like and subscribe. And to James's video, so James' channel is linked. I will be also having, a few days after this comes up, a draft league match against James, which will be very exciting. Yeah. So,
and
if you enjoy our chemistry,
3 of the Pokemon will be on your draft team.
On my draft team.
Lokix and Palafin.
And I think only one of them is on my actual like team plan team right now. But
well, I've only
I know all 3 of
chosen
them
one
have
Pokemon
been.
for my team, so
I had 6 Pokemon, and then I didn't like 2 of them, so then I had a different 6 Pokemon, and then I didn't like one of them, so then I had another different 6 Pokemon. I think all of the Pokemon on my draft were on the team at one point.
oh, those prep weeks are the worst. Where it's like, oh, I could bring this one, I could bring this one, I could bring this one, I could bring this one.
No, it's kind of the opposite of that. There were 2 Pokemon that were good. Every other Pokemon was terrible.
Oh, it's I don't want to bring this one, I don't want to bring this one, I don't want to bring this one.
When I did the mocks, I had I had like 5 Pokemon that did literally nothing.
You should bring those ones.
Hey, I'm bringing 3 of them.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, that's great news.
Look, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, definitely check out James, check out our upcoming video, and leave comments so that the video does not die. I had a video that had no comments, and it had 8 views in the first 6 hours, and then I had a video that had a bunch of comments, by which I mean 3 other people had commented, and it literally had 80 in the same amount of time.
Yeah, and no comments like haha James got 11-0'd or anything like that. Only say nice things to me.
Only say nice things to James specifically. You're allowed to bully. Yeah. You're allowed to bully me because you know.
Correct.
James is just going to do the same thing on season, but you know.
Excellent.
Thank you guys for
well,
watching.
Thanks for having me again.